Welcome to Less Than 12 Parsecs, the fastest Star Wars podcast in the galaxy. Now here's your host, Tim McMahon.
Look what has become of you. A rat in the desert.
I was just about to sit down and listen to one of my favorite Star Wars podcasts, Starships, Sabers, and Scoundrels,
part of the RetroZap family of shows,
when I decided no, I better delay that and do my own show first. You see, over on Starships, Sabers, and Scoundrels, their latest episode is all about Twin Suns, the latest episode of Star Wars Rebels. This episode featured the rematch of Darth Kenobi and Obi-Wan Maul. No, wait, switch that. Now, I don't normally do review shows, and honestly, this isn't a review, this is just going to be some random thoughts of mine. When it does come to reviews, take Star Wars Rebels for example. Some podcasts will review every episode, but so far I've only shared my reactions to the season opener and the mid-season finale. I had planned on doing the season finale next week, but I don't know. We gotta talk about Twin Suns first, because this is a very important episode, not just to Rebels, but to the Star Wars canon as a whole. And because so many people have been talking about it since it aired this past Saturday, I thought maybe I should jump on this bandwagon now and share my thoughts while they're fresh. So that's why I'm gonna delay my enjoyment of Starship Sabers and Scoundrels, because I don't want their opinion to influence what I say here. I just want to go fresh. So here we go. Here it is. My gut reaction. Okay, spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Twin Suns yet, you may want to shut this off now. I'm going to talk about all the details. Well, all the important ones anyway. So, spoiler alert, you've been warned. While this was an episode of Rebels, and while a big chunk of the story, was all about Ezra and the path he is on, I'm going to cut right to the chase. All anyone is talking about this week is the final confrontation between Kenobi and Maul. Yep, final. Maul is no more. Did I like it? Yes I did. Do I wish the fight had been bigger, faster, more intense? Kinda, but I really get the whole samurai vibe they're going for. And as a side note, can I just say, does it seem to you like suddenly all Star Wars fans online are samurai movie experts? It seems like everyone has insight and knowledge into the tropes and styles of that genre all of a sudden. But I digress. Also, the fight, it couldn't have been too big. Given that we're only a year or two away from the Kenobi-Vader fight on the Death Star, that duel already feels slow enough compared to the prequels. So to have seen old Ben doing flips and spin kicks and saber twirling here, it wouldn't have fit into the timeline. So I'm very happy the way they choreographed it. And while the fight itself was small with only 3 strokes of the blade, it was the intense build-up that made the scene so great to me. When I first watched it, I was on the edge of my seat from the time Maul popped up at the campsite, and it felt like it went on and on and on before they finally came to blows. And I mean that in a good way. Going back now and seeing it again, it's all of 4 minutes? So, wow, that's some impressive storytelling there. Good job. Other thoughts? Before the episode actually aired, I was a little perturbed that James Arnold Taylor wasn't brought back to voice Obi-Wan after all his years of great work on the Clone Wars. But man, oh man, did Steven Stanton knock old Ben out of the park. When I watch A New Hope, my eyes and ears are always on Alec Guinness. He steals the show for me. But let me just say that Steven Stanton captured his magic perfectly. And it wasn't just Stanton's voice acting that was great, I really felt like the dialogue that Kenobi had here was perfect for the character. Each line felt like it could have been said during the original trilogy. I just kinda wish he had given Ezra a little hello there when he first woke up.
Hello there.
But that's just me. Alright, other things I liked the fact that Maul waited for Kenobi to send Ezra on his way before starting. He just didn't step in and start swinging. And I liked how Kenobi cradled Maul at the end. That was very kind of him. But there were a few things that made me go, Kenobi knew who Ezra was? Okay, yeah, sure, maybe he's been chatting with Yoda through the Force. Alright, I'll accept that. But now, Kenobi knows about the rebellion, if he didn't already. So, this makes me wonder what Obi-Wan and Yoda were thinking at this point. Now, I know Obi-Wan is all about protecting Luke, but come on, why put all your eggs in that basket? Now, even more than ever, I wonder why they were not out helping the rebellion put an end to the horror that they helped create. I know there's a lot of good reasons why they're waiting. I've read them all before. I get the logic, but still, it's never sat right with me, and it still doesn't sit right with me. I could go on for an hour or more on this topic, but I'll shut up now. Also, a question for you and for myself. Maul asks, is the one that Obi-Wan is protecting the chosen one? And old Ben tells him, yes. Does Ben think Luke is the chosen one, or is he just saying that to give Maul some glimmer of hope as he dies? I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. Alright, I'm going to stop now. I'm running out of time, and I'm not a great reviewer. But as I said, this isn't a review. This is just my gut reaction. Alright, so what did you think of Twin Suns? I want to know. Email me at 12parsecs@gmail.com or connect with me on any of my social media accounts. All the links can be found on my website, 12parsekspodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Utini!
Tell me, is it the chosen one?
He is.
He will avenge us.
You've been listening to Less Than 12 Parsecs, the fastest Star Wars podcast in the galaxy, part of the expanded Fandomverse network of shows. For links and show notes, visit our website, 12parsekpodcast.com. Follow Less Than 12 Parsecs on Twitter at 12parpod, on Instagram at 12parsekspodcast, on Tumblr at 12parsekspodcast, and find us on Facebook as well. And please let us know what you think. Email us at 12parsekspodcast@gmail.com.